Okay, so I'm going to get you hopefully going pretty quick with the Free the Tone flight time, which is an amazing delay. I'm just going to show you how to quickly program it, and then I'm sure you'll be away. For the more advanced features, obviously, you can look at the manual or go on the Free the Tone website. First of all, this is the most important switch because this tells me whether the effect is on or off. So that's off, that's on. This is the tap tempo. If you look at this reading here, it tells me if I'm what the milliseconds are, so I can just do that, and I can get, say, around about 300 milliseconds, which I like. Okay, now if I want to change that to BPM, I just go. There's a little button there. Can you see that? And then the light switches from milliseconds to BPM. So I can select that one, and then over here I press enter, and so now I'm in BPM, but I'm going to go back to the milliseconds. Okay, so this little these four buttons are the most important kind of control to configure the flight time. Here we've got increase and decrease values. Here we've got store to store the patches, and this is enter. The patch number is here. Now if I click on there and decrease and increase, use the increase, I can go through the patches. We've got 99 possible patches. The last 10, 90 to 99 are factory settings and you can't change them. So let's change patch number one. Let's set up patch number one. So for example, I'm going to click there, that little button. It says preset and channel. Now channel is for the MIDI channel. We don't want to touch that because it's on MIDI channel 1. So the preset, we're going to go down here with a decrease to 1, and then I'm going to press enter here. So this is patch number 1, which we're going to edit and save. Okay, here is this window up here tells us the amount of delay, the amount of feedback, and the actual output volume. So I'm not going to mess with the output volume, but that's something you might want to look at in the manual. This little button here, we're going to go first of all to the delay amount. So if I play the guitar there, you can see I've got a value of 20. So I'm going to increase it to, say, 60 to see what it sounds like. So that's way too much. I'm going to come down, and I'm going to go to about 20, I think. Let's try 20. Okay, still too much for me. Let's go down to 15. So that's good for me. Feedback, this is the amount of repeats. So at the moment it's on 15. Let's just go up and show you. You can have lots and lots of repeats if you want. For example, this is 38. Again, that's too much for me. I'm going to go down to 15 again. Let's see how many repeats we've got. That's good. So we're going to press enter, and then we've changed those delay and feedback parameters. This here is for the modulation. Now, for example, and the filters. I'm not going to mess with the filters, but you've got a little button here, and you can select between low pass filter, high pass filter, modulation rate, modulation depth. So this kind of part of the box is for modulation, and that's for filtering. So for the modulation, we could put a little bit of modulation, I guess. So the default value is off, so we're going to go increase. So we're going to put just a touch there. We go to 20, which is the depth, the amount. Just about hear it. Let's go to the rate, and we want to put the rate up. Okay, so there's just a little bit of modulation, which is nice. So I'm going to press enter, so that saves that. So we've done the delay feedback, we've done the modulation. This here is for offset and subdivision. That's kind of if you want to get to the U2, the edge kind of sounds, which I kind of don't really do myself. So I'm not going to mess with that. Now you've got a few buttons down here. You've got BPM analyzer and a microphone. So it can detect some strumming or a drum beat and actually work out the tempo from that. You've got a delay phase. So this means you can reverse the phase. This is to record and repeat, so you can use it as a loop pedal. And I think it's got 20 seconds on it. And this is if you want trail. So when you switch the pedal off, do you want it to trail off or not? And I like that. I like to have that, so we're going to put that on. Now to save this, you've got to make sure, this is a mistake I sometimes made, that this here is not on channel, it's on preset. Okay, so we want to put preset and a dot goes there, there's a little dot, and then we want to go store, press store here, and then press enter. Okay, and then the dot goes off. Okay, so that means that preset is saved. Okay, so hope you like the demonstration here. What I'm going to do also, just going to show you how to get to another preset, just in case you don't realize how to do that. Again, you select here preset, and then you go increase. So we're going to go to preset number 2, press enter. So this is preset number 2. It's got a lot of modulation, that one. Let's go back to number 1 just to make sure that we've saved that. Press enter. And there you go. So if anybody likes, I'm using kind of like 341 milliseconds, but around 340, 350 milliseconds is kind of what I like for the sort of stuff I do. So if you wanted to program your one and preset like mine, that's how I do it. So thanks for watching the video. Thank you.